The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one.
And off we go here in Anchorage. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25.
So now the Ravens getting ready for their first go on offense. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers? 1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Smith going to go to the air first play.
And his first look is incomplete.
Jahan Dotson was the intended receiver.
And it's second down.
And here, Charles, is a look at the inactive, some of the guys that are out today due to injury.
Yeah, and this is where the preseason work comes into play for some of those backups. It's not just them getting some experience on the field, but preparing each week in practice as if they were going to play. And when you have guys like that on your team, you've got a chance for success when the injury bug hits.
The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
First run of the game here for Dameon Pierce.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
We'll get an injury stoppage, and it appears to be the wideout, Jahan Dotson. He's the one shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Now Geno.
This will be complete to Mechie.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now third down and 6 to go.
And, Charles, you look at this defense, they were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. Then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
When you look at this defense,
right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bottom, Charles.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking?
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Ambry Thomas.
And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here.
And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
And the numbers for Gibbs from last week.
20 carries, 98 yards, and a score.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Gibbs will try and pick it up.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Now 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Gibbs. That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And they'll go to the air now with Richardson.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
So 8 yards on the completion there. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Gibbs.
And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Richardson looking to throw this.
Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Ramirez. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On 2nd down, here's
hammering for the goal line. He loses the football.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
Previous play is under review.
Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. So crisis averted, but now facing 3rd and goal. Here's Richardson to throw.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Lumberjacks use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Smith. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
And they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Oh, look at the juke. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Smith's throw pulled in by Kittle. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Trenton Simpson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
It's a loss of 10 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now is the punter, Jordan Stout. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And they come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, Richardson. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there, keeps the sticks moving.
Now a first down throw, it's Smith.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And the return will stop right around the 25.
Partner, I think this will want to ride very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Here's the Anchorage offense back out now. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left.
Play action. Now Richardson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Gibbs straight ahead.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Got an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Geno now to throw.
To Pierce, they set up the screen.
And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith.
And that one to the right side and incomplete.
The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sideline and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but Some teams, they don't mind doing it, and that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that'll bring up second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Pierce takes it straight ahead.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Now Smith.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Now it's Smith.
Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off of play action, here's Smith.
And that is incomplete. Oh, my goodness. He was in his own zip code, but somehow could not look it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Throwing now is Geno.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Smith. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw.
He'll find Shaheed out to the right. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look.
Got a man, it's caught. For a Ravens touchdown. Stephon Diggs. He has career touchdown number 78, tying it with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list.
And the Ravens are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here's the Anchorage offense back out now.
They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw in that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
This is fielded at the 27. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return.
And they will take over first and 10. The Ravens ready to take over. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now Gino. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Here's Smith.
Gets this complete to Shaheed.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Smith now to throw. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Smith. And it's caught. A gain of 7 that time. Second goal.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this. Back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain.
Here's Pierce.
Is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Now Smith on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
And his kick is good.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. That's over the middle and caught by Mingo. Now a timeout signal for him. They'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
First and 10. Here's Richardson with it.
The 20. seconds of the first half. And the Lumberjacks have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The question to be asked, where does this game go from here as we are back at it now on EA Sports? A lane opens here. He's past the 30. Kene Nwangu. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown.
Talk about taking words and bringing them to life. At halftime, I will guarantee you in their locker room, they talk about pressing the kicking game because you can get an advantage if you do it right, and they just did.
Extra point try, good by Gano. And that makes it a 21-10 game. And what a job there by all 11 on the kick return. The blocking excellent, the return excellent. The result, 6 points. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Now Gino on first down. And that one too wide and incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
On second down, here's Pierce. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw, Smith. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on here to punt it away. Fielded just inside the 30. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's the Anchorage offense back out now. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go around. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to it?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give him 32 on the play.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
1st and 10, it's Richardson.
Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Man in motion left, Mingo. He's going to handle it on the touch pass.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll try and run for it. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
4th and 2 in the NFL, not ordinarily a running down anymore. Usually that ball's moved through the air. They went ahead and gave it to the back, and he ends up picking up the first down. I'm not sure if they fooled him as much as they just did a nice job executing.
Needed 2, and they got 3. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
Another run for Gibbs here.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, 3rd and goal.
Richardson looking to throw this.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Gano's kick is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. In trouble, and he's taken down.
Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left. Roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now.
Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively.
Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
On the give, here's Gibbs.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the shotgun, Richardson. Throw left side, pulled in by Mingo.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Richardson to the air on 1st down. He completes this one to Mingo.
So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now it's Richardson. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the 4th.
Richardson working from the gun.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
And the Ravens are right back in this football game.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards, and they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Pierce now up the middle.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win. Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down, Baltimore.
Hand off right side to Pierce.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Throwing is Smith. Connects with Kittle underneath. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Geno now to throw.
Again to the big tight end, George Kittle.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. Now Smith. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year.
And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35.
Here's the Anchorage offense back out now.
I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Richardson to throw off play action. That's caught. Puka Nacua.
And running with power here. And what a big-time play there. 41 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just saw receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down. Stomp down. How about that? back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. Another shot from the one on 2nd and goal.
QB sneak, Richardson.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down.
Bigsby. Touchdown. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Smith on 1st down.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down.
To Pierce, they set up the screen.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
From the gun, here's Smith.
They've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the 1st row.
2nd and 10, Smith again. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
To the air again, Smith. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. To throw on 2nd down is Smith.
There's Stephon Diggs for the catch on the slant.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. On 1st down, Smith
Connects with Kittle underneath.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back.
They come up now on 2nd and 2. Smith. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Smith's going to throw it.
Over the middle, complete. That's Pierce.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Smith to throw. Delivers another to Pierce. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Here's 1st and goal. Here's Smith.
And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Throwing now is Geno. And the pressure gets to him again.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal.
Now Geno.
That's underneath to Pierce.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
Here's a big one. It's 4th and goal.
They snap it to Smith. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Going up top. And this is caught at the 20.
So it's a win for the home side, and it was thanks in large part to the play of their second-year quarterback.
Yeah, he really had his A game tonight. He threw a couple of touchdown passes, and he's instrumental in earning this victory.
So for Anchorage, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll get another home date next week as the Jaguars will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, not much more to say. They dropped to 1-11, and they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys.